Ivan.
Excellent, Ivan.
If you can just introduce, I know Scotty Doo-Rock interviewed you a little bit in Sydney when you was there. I used to live with Scotty in Sydney, break with him. But I just wanted you to introduce yourself. Everybody knows who you are anyway, and then I'm just going to say how you first heard of Second to None. Was it the tapes you got from Europe back in the days? That's basically it. So,
okay.
You rolling, Tone?
Yeah, I'm rolling, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it, bro.
What's up?
What's up? We've got, who's in the building? Ivan's in the building, urban action figure. What's up, bro?
How you doing? Hey, don't put that in there.
You say. Go on.
Well, this is Ivan. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
There's B-Boy, there's this, there's that, but my name's Ivan.
Cool.
So you know. How you doing?
Cool, man.
When was the first time you heard of Second to None or saw footage of Second to None breaking?
My name's Ivan. I've heard of Second to None, and will probably continue to hear about Second to None. You know, from 2010 and beyond till infinity. If you know how well we're connected and how the inspirations and the lineage, you know, the legacies have inspired the masses. You need some more inspiration if they haven't yet inspired you. Look them up. Second to None.
How did Second to None inspire you, if at all? Did you see footage of them back in the 90s in California? You know, like I spoke to a few crews out there. No, I mean, if this is something else, but maybe this has something to do with it. I didn't hear about Second to None, but I knew that there was people that had access to, you know, exclusive footage, and I could just imagine what it was about. So once in a while I would hear Second to None, but I didn't see what it was. I would just hear that someone saw something that someone had, that, you know, they're working on something, and they never put it out, and they put out some names of who was on there, and footage didn't really come about till like mid 2000. And even before that, when I actually met a couple of you guys, I didn't know who you were. I was just like, yo, these guys are you know, claiming their space and their territory. But I was never a battle guy anyway. My whole thing's like, you know, I'm just not into that. You know, I never was, really.
No, I've never been into it.
Yeah, so my whole thing's I just want to fly. I don't have nothing against you. I don't even know you. But what I do like is that you like to fly too. Get down. Whoa. Whoa. Now move back, because I'm about to fly. So I'm very aggressive when it comes to expressing what I love to do, but I'm not confrontational.
I can see that.
You know, I'm from another planet anyway.
You're from the heart, man.
Yeah.
You're a good guy.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, what?
I wanted to ask you actually about the... in 1998 you come to the UK Champs, and afterwards there was like I wasn't there at the UK Champs night, but there was a bit of a battle afterwards, and Asa was there, and he was dancing, and he was dancing.
Style Elements versus Second to None.
And there was like Legs was with you lot and a few other people. I mean, what
are your memories of that battle?
Well, you know, like I said, battles don't make me do anything special. You know what I mean? They just like, oh, let me do a couple. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but I know what I could do, like drinking water. So I can't really mess up. It just might not be as fast, or as, you know, it might not do that double, you know, or that triple spin. It's kind of like, all right, well, let me just do, you know, I remember it. Like, let me just do this kind of combination. But if the music's like funky, maybe I won't do a combination. I'll just do something else. But being that it was a battle, I don't know what it was. But to me, I was just glad to be in the UK, you know. I was just, I'm like, I could go stretch out and show you what I really got down there on the floor. But in a battle, it's kind of like, hey, you're there, you're doing it, you're not really doing it. You're kind of doing it. You only have one round because there's 100 people that want to go down. It's not, you really don't do nothing. You don't see that much. And I'm sure that Second to None and those involved were same. Like, we got our stuff down, but we could do a lot more. But this is like just a little something. Man, that's what I'm saying. It's like I never really got to see the full impact in person or visually, but I did get to hear, you know,
Stories from people like
that way.
Storm
I
and
didn't
stuff,
hear.
or-
I didn't hear any stories. I would hear like second to none. That's what I heard. Like second to none in them. And I'm thinking, how could it be like second to none? So I have to look at the people that I do know. Storm, like second to none. And then I have to be like, well, I see what Storm's doing, so I could just imagine what second to none's doing, you know? But I didn't know the timeline. I didn't know who came first, or, you know. And like I said, man, I'm in my own world. You know, I could show you better than I could tell you. If you could show me, I'm like, cool. If not, I don't.
I know.
I'm somewhere else. You know, but
Yeah.
you know, so.
Asa was like that. He likes to express himself on the floor, not in words.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm more of a.
I can see that. Yeah,
yes.
you're more of like a physical expression
Yeah.
instead of like sitting down and talking about it. I'm not very good at sitting down and
Yeah.
talking about stuff. I'm better at.
Yeah.
In that battle, you had starting at second to none. Asa was the guy that was all in the red Adidas, and he shaved head with the red line Mohican. And he's got a brother, him and Daryl, and Daryl's kind of the same build as you. You know, those two are very. They're like in the UK version, they're like the Ivans of the UK. You know, they're very. You guys are very powerful and dynamic. A lot of mad spins.
Yeah.
So you know, when we first saw you, I first saw you in like '96. I was like, oh shit, that's like an American like Asa or Daryl. You know, and then when they saw you, they were like, wow, he's kind of like us. Then you inspired them.
Yeah.
They were like, Ivan's doing this.
That's
and, you know,
crazy.
it's just crazy, the 360-degree inspiration.
That's what I know now about second to none. What you just told me.
Okay.
While I was in California, I didn't know that people were saying, yo, you know, we want to see Ivan come down. I didn't know if anybody knew me. You know, I was like, you know, Air Force says, we know Ivan. Come down, represent Air Force, but I wasn't Air Force. You know what I'm saying? I was Ivan. But I'm like, yo, Little Caesar's like crazy. Like his spin, he's just crazy. And I don't really know why I would go, because he's a one-man show, you know? So when I came down to, you know, to UK, I was hungry. I was like, yo, I want to see what people are, you know, I heard this and that, but I don't really know what they mean. Because no one ever showed me video like that. So.
Even at Fresh 97, when you came over for that jam. In the
Yeah,
UK,
like that.
and
Yeah, I didn't see any. I saw, of course, you know, Rapid Fire.
Those guys are
Enemy Squad.
Yeah.
When I saw them, I identified with like, I'll show you. They were just doing it. No one was talking. I like that because it's just getting down. Like, yeah, all right. I don't have to say, you know who I am. I'm like, I'll show you.
Let the dance do the
Yeah.
talking.
So I didn't know who was a crew, who was friends, foes. I don't know. I just know that I got a plane ticket to come down, and someone said they wanted to see me, and I had no idea till like 10, 15 years later that, you know, I could have did my own show and really showcase what I could do.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. I just did like I was part of like some little show or something. But, you know, I had to wear a Puma suit. I was like, I don't want to wear this, man. I want to just wear what I want. I want a
Be
very,
open.
I want like on radio show. I want to wear what I want to wear. They wanted me to wear a shirt. I'm like, man, get this. I just want to get down. Want to fly. I can't do it when they're like, okay, now you're gonna wear this shirt, put this suit, because this is our sponsors. Like, man, look, man, the sponsor can have the money. Sorry, the sponsor can have the money, man. I don't care about that, man. I just want to wear what I want so I can fly. So I get down. I don't know nothing.
You know, I used to live in
But that's a story a lot of people.
Sorry.
A lot of people don't know that about me. They think like, cause I always say yes, all right, okay. I'm always wearing what people want me to wear, doing what people want me. I'm like, man, let me just go.
Do my own person.
Yeah. So now that I do like judging and hosting, it's like, you know, I don't really know anything. I don't know anybody. I don't practice any moves. You know, I never really practiced. I only I went, to get down. Like when people practice, I just want to get down. If it slows down, I know you got it in you to do something crazy, so the energy's still good, you know. But if you're like trying to work on something, you don't have that will, that determination to get that extra, you know, then I don't need to be at your practice. I gotta go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I come from an era where it's like, boy, that extra spin means a lot to us. You know, that extra speed, everything is that. Come on, you know. So I guess I'm aggressive in that sense.
You've got energy, man. I
Well,
can feel it coming off of you now.
So, yeah.
as a
Like no
person,
other B-boy I've ever
as a
met.
person
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
danced, I
Yeah.
can feel your energy now.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
It's coming out.
You know,
I
You
can
want to
feel
get
it.
down now.
Yeah, yeah.
I know, I can feel it. I can feel it.
But I'm just saying that that's all I know, man. I never sat down
yeah.
and said, "Yo, you know who I am," or "Yo, who's that?" I don't know nothing,
I can
man.
see that, yeah.
I just want to be free. I have too much going on in my life to keep track of videos, and you know what I mean. I don't even have a camera. You know what I mean. I'm just kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
A free spirit.
Yeah. So maybe you guys would have did this video before. Maybe you understand my story, because I still haven't really done anything. I did a couple of little videos, man. You know, like all right, what you know what I'm saying, but.
Yeah,
I'm just living, man. I'm happy being myself. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
I'm not looking
thing is
for
that in your-
anything extra.
Well, I think when you do, you know, for me, when you dance at a high level, you know, I can see your energy in when you dance, and that's what I think maybe attract. You know, you've got something that not a lot of people, you know, Asa had that. I haven't got that. A natural energy. You've got it at a higher level. Yeah, I've got an energy, but yours is at mine's here, and yours is up here somewhere.
I get energy from
Yeah,
everything.
yeah. I
right?
can see
From
that.
that potato, from the door, from the fridge. Let's see what we got popping off. All right. You know what I'm saying? Look, like this, you know what I'm saying? Just like this is. I mean, everything is energy. And
Yeah.
talking, I never got energy from like trying to figure. My whole thing was like, you know what, man? I'm not gonna. You know, let's just get down, man. Let's just get down.
Yeah.
And let's get down. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I didn't want to battle anybody. I didn't want to beat anybody. I don't even
just
care
wanted to
about that.
dance.
I just want to bust. You know, and people, it was a, you know, contest and this and it's like, how about we just show up and just start busting, like just take over like our space, and then you get down good. If you don't have skills, well, be careful because we're getting down right now. Like let's keep the vibe going. And that's from the 80s up till now. I'm still the same. You know?
When did you
I
start
just don't,
breaking? What year did you start breaking?
Honestly, I want to say in the 80s, like, but it wasn't the real breaking. It was like, you know, like to us, funk and like Parliament, Zapp and Roger, that was like the flavor. You know, everybody's going like this. You know, sometimes people, you know, get a little funky with it, and then other times, you know, I mean, most of the time it was like crazy heart illusions, and so the energy from the music we would translate it, you know, but that was just what everybody was doing, so I was doing it. Then when I saw breaking, I was like, okay, there's a lot of energy there, but I don't really understand it. You know, I didn't know why would people just spin their bodies. It reminded me of ice skating or something. So I was like, it's not for me. So I kind of passed it up, and I would see people like do something. I was like, I could do that. You know, mid 80s, 83, 84, 85. I was like, Then I jump, do pencil drills. Zzz, you know, whatever. Maybe I do 4, maybe I do none, maybe I do 1. But I wasn't keeping track. No one's counting. But I know I was drilling them. You see what I'm saying? So we don't have videos, we don't have VCRs, we don't have none of that. We're just doing what we're doing. Movies come out, everybody starts breaking. 83, 84, 85. And I was like, that's not for me. But if someone steps to me, I know I can do that, and that's a good, better challenge. So maybe I was a little bit, you know, challenging, but I didn't focus on practicing the battle. You know, looking for a battle. Let's go. I don't care about that. No one could do what I do, and I don't do what you do. Even if we both do the same move, who cares? I'm going to do it this way, you're going to do it that way. If we could vibe, good. If we can't, well, I got to go. Because I got things to do. You know, I got people to see. I got to make things happen. You know, I have to, man. Let's keep it simple, right? So, that's it. And then maybe like 93, 94, you know, like little season, I knew a guy named Chuco.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was busting. We were like busting. He danced and we danced. So he was like, yo, you get, you know, check this out. He was doing a like two-legged flare, you know, to 1990, the head spin of 90 to flare, and his leg was touching a lot of times, but it looked good. It didn't look like a good breaker, you know what I'm saying? It just looked like, damn, that dude, that's Chuco, hard popper, dope, hard in the hood, moving his body dynamically. That's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
You know, it's like that you see somebody just, you know, like a regular businessman, he's like business, and then he starts doing some stuff. You're like, damn, that's impressive. But if you're dressed in an Adidas suit, and you're supposed to be, you know, like you're supposed to be athletic, I'm not impressed. Back then, everybody was like, yeah, and I wasn't impressed. I was like, you don't have no flavor, like, you know, like, you know, we already dance to the beat, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of my energy came like, if I'm a windmill, I'm a windmill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do a windmill. I'm gonna rock a windmill. I'm gonna put some, you know, that extra, because I can do it already. You see what I'm saying? So I figure, like, if these guys are dressed, ready to do some dynamic, and they don't, and they practice all the time, they could do it, how come they don't do it? You know what I'm saying? So as, like, I started realizing, like, yo, Chuco's like, yo, it's you know, it's the way he was doing it. And I realized that, yo, he doesn't really do it crazy, but he has more flavor than the guys that do it really fast. He goes, yeah, but you gotta see this guy, Little Caesar. I was like, who? You know? Because I saw, like, people breaking, like, at like, underground house spots, you know, big warehouse, almost like raised, but like how, you know, like, you know, you're kind of where they're dancing, you know, whatever. And then some dudes just start like doing, you know, when all snapped. And this is like 88, 89, car shows. So remember, we break, but we're not breakers. We just do it whenever we feel it. You know, they play, you know, they're playing our song. Someone start popping, all right. Someone hit the floor. We're like, boom. I do like, you know, 10 backspins because I can do it. I know how the mechanics of it naturally, but I never practiced it until I could merge the flavor and the intensity of, like, hey, if I learn it, I gotta do it extreme. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when I saw Lil Caesar, I was like, yo, he's doing extreme. But it's like, man, yeah, he is. But he does it almost effortlessly. Why? It's because his body type, you know what I'm saying? He's like short, and, you know, his legs are like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, snap. So he's using his body type to, like, do everything fast, and that's kind of crazy. So he's not the first person I see do that, you know, because Beat Street and all, you know, everybody, it's not new. But, you know, I was like, okay. And that's when I started hearing, like, yo, tapes, you know, oh, this tape and that tape. But I ain't hearing actual stories, just, I'm not into that, you know, back then and probably not even now. But, you know, that's when I started like, yo, let me try it out. Let me see what this is about, you know. And you know, when you look for something, you're gonna find it.
Yeah.
Somehow you'll find somebody that knows somebody that heard of somebody that say, yo, and you're like, yo, I drive by here every day. I didn't know they're getting down at this spot, you know, like what's going on? Now, mind you, I've seen it all. Windmill, headspin, 9. I've seen every move pretty much. You know what I'm saying? But I started seeing more of the early 80 B-boys still doing it. That's what I got inspired. Like, yo, how come these new kids are doing it, but they don't have like that like you said the other two guys have. Like,
Acer and Daryl.
Yeah, they don't even have technique. They're kind of just doing it like a trend. Like everybody's doing it. Yeah. And that's what I see now. Everybody's just kind of just doing it. Yeah. And I'm not really sure why. Yeah. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know why they're doing it. But that's great. Hey, okay, you know, hey, we're all connected. But I saw some of the older guys still doing it. You said I never seen them. I just heard of them too. Just like Second None, Oracle. I never seen them. Yeah. I just heard of them once or twice. Yeah. I didn't know that Chuco even knew him.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even mention him.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, so when he was like, when he said, you know, certain names, I was like, it didn't even cross my mind because I don't know who anybody is. When he said Ozrock, but I'm not even paying attention. You have to show me, and I'll be like, all right. You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I mean?
It's brilliant, isn't it?
You got okay.
Dude,
I
dude,
recognize.
dude,
I
you're
respect
quality,
that.
mate.
You know, so I'm like, okay. So this guy named Andy Garcia, Mike Garcia.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that is? Woo! This dude, football player. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. Wilmington, LA, hardcore, in the hood. Figuring it out, like we all are still. Just figuring it out. Yeah, it's whatever. Come over the house, just kick back. I don't know what we doing. We don't even ask. You know, I don't know. Figure it out. But he had a garage. He's doing I don't know what they call them. The windmill was like this.
Munch mill.
Oh, the
They call them munch mill? Baby milk?
Yeah.
Okay, that. He's going, I'm like, what? And they push it up to 2,000. And then back. I'm like, what's going on?
Wow.
So I'm tripping out. And I'm like, that Chuco showed me that. He's like, oh, yeah, you know, we used to do this back end. Whatever. I'm like, what? That was impressive. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so when I saw that, I was like, all right, man. This is interesting. Because I'm younger than a lot of them, you know, not all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I know that they may not be able to do it the way they want to do it, but I know I can do it the way they're thinking they should do it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's really how I got inspired. Like, all right, I got energy. I know how to do things effortlessly, or I can learn it. If I practice, but I like that they never gave up. That's what inspired me, that they never gave up. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to say that's old school. No, I say, you know what? I don't want to do nothing new. I want to do that. I want to do the basic stuff dope. Like, you know, dope don't mean like flavor. Just the way I feel it dope. Like, I feel, ooh, that's how I want to do it.
Yeah, what feels good.
Yeah, I don't, you know, so maybe I'm corny to somebody else. That's great. I'm glad you think I'm corny, but I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know, some people are doing like this, and I'm like, that's great too. But I don't feel that way. I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's that. And now that I'm getting older, you know, I still feel young, you know, but I'm getting older. You know, second now comes over here, I'm like, oh man. You know, that's what this reminds me of. Like, where when I saw them, I was like, yo, and then I'm a little bit older now, so I'm kind of like, man, you know, maybe other kids see us the same way. They see second to none, they're not gonna be like, oh, they're not doing 40, you know, star tracks or whatever, critical hurricanes, tornadoes, whatever. I don't even know what, twisters, tsunamis. They're not doing tsunamis. Okay, great, phenomenal, change the weather. But what they were doing, or what they're still doing, is like, you know, gourmet. It's official. That's why I don't practice anything else. I just keep the legacy going from those years to now. I do the same thing. I only have like 2 moves. Everything else is whatever. I'm serious. I only do like 2 things. That's why I don't have any business claiming anything. You know what I mean? Or going like, yo, I don't have any pressure on my shoulders. When people talk or ask me, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, I'm the wrong person. I'm not a politician.
Wow.
I'll lose if you put me in front of the office to say something. I'll
Dude, you are a fucking free spirit, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah,
You're
what I'm
one of the
just
most
saying,
free spirits I've ever met, man. That's
no pressure, man.
That's an incredible philosophy to have on
I
life.
know.
No pressure.
You know, I used to live in Northern California in Saratoga in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So I used to hang out with Soul Control and other people.
Yeah,
around there.
yeah.
Your name would always, because they would talk about, oh, we saw 90s European B-boys like Enemy Squad and Atoll Force and Battle Squad and Second to None. Because we would always talk about those guys because we'd be hanging out with, like, you know, Charles, like Charles, and all these people would say to me, you know, Cujo, that we'd be talking about, you know, Renegades. We sat around and you guys and stuff, you know, maybe talking about Second to None and how, you know, they said California was all inspired by European b-boys of the 90s, and we just wanted to fly. We wanted to fly like they did, but when we wanted to take it to another level, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I know what you're saying. I just don't. Like I said, back then I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, you were just
to me,
being you.
when you go like this, To me, growing up, when you go like this, yo, check this out, guys. Yo, check this out. And then you're telling me, I'm like, get a life, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop. What?
You want to see it.
I want to see it. Stop telling me what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I'm around, they're not showing me videos.
Yeah.
They're showing me maybe what you know, maybe they're showing me what they saw and they have in their bedroom, and they're not gonna, you know, tell me like, yo, check this out, Ivan. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at what they're doing, and I'm like, well, maybe he's trying to do this. They're like, oh, yo, you look like that. You know what I'm saying? What? You guys want some food? I'm cooking in here. All right. You know what I'm saying? So, I damn Mr. Cuba. Yo,
Brilliant.
am I doing the judging? I don't know. Look, they'll call me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what, right?
I feel like I'm surprised that people want to see me in Europe, because I was like, yo.
But you're a big inspiration in
you're
Europe.
inspired.
But see, thank you, but I was not. I came from popping and from just what, you know.
Doing whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever I want to do. One day I feel like breaking. The next day I don't feel like breaking. But then when I see someone breaking that's real, then I get down too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just the way my life kind of went, you know? But I was very athletic.
Yeah.
I was a dance athlete all the time. I was always down to, what? You guys playing basketball? Let's go. And I'm not a basketball player, but I'll play. I have fun playing. I can't shoot or anything, you know what I'm saying? But I was very, okay, let's do it. You know? But I wasn't into the, let's study this tape.
Yeah,
you know? Or
exactly.
let's check this out. Because I'm looking at that like, that's not real.
Yeah.
That whatever they're doing, it's like they earned it. Somebody just filmed it. What are you guys doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How would you do that? Instead of studying that, how would you do that? You know? So I was just never doing anything. I was just doing whatever I saw right here, right now. That's what inspired me. So when Chuco started introducing more of the OGs, as far as like been doing for 20 years or, you know, whatever, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Mind you, I didn't know nothing about New York. All I knew was good music, awesome producers, as far as like, you know, just I didn't know where they got their samples from unless I knew the original song, you know, but I was like, yo, this is crazy. But then I knew that no one would break to those songs. Do you understand? And that's where I came in. That's where me and Chuco came in. We didn't break to Planet Rock or anything. We did when it was in, you know, like what, you know, like, oh, they're breaking, okay, great. But it wasn't like practicing, let's break, let's go out and be a crew. It was different. You know what I'm saying? The era changed. It was Beastie Boys, Run DMC. You're not listening to Planet Rock anymore. You understand?
Yeah.
So you gotta see that all the guys you're talking about, I don't know. Maybe I don't. There's so many. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they saw it for the first time in 94, 93, and we're like, yo!
Yeah.
Maybe, but I'm not one of those people. I was already in hip-hop culture, period. You know what I'm saying? So my inspiration came from what I like to do, which is to mix records and, you know what I'm saying? Get down.
Yeah.
You know, and then when I did do dynamic, I feel like doing some dynamic to, you know, some freestyle, you know, high energy song, you know what I mean? Some crazy. But when it came to hip hop, it wasn't breaking. It was like hip hop. Party, like, yo, how you doing? Let's get, oh, come on, girl. You know what I mean? It was different. You know, and in the East Coast, there wasn't breaking. There was like chapters, like, you know, certain, I don't know, Zulu Nation. There was other things going on. I don't know. You know, I just knew hip hop, DJ this weekend, let's go. Get the B-Boy, you got the keys, get in the trunk. You know one fits, get in the, you know what I'm saying? You know how we do it. It was like, meet me here, oh, you're 10 hours late, who cares? Well, I'm glad you showed up. Oh, you missed it last night, what happened? Oh, my car didn't start. Oh, okay. You know, you forgot about me. Okay, great. That's life. That's just the way we all, you know what I'm saying? But I just never got, I think maybe if I got trendy about it, I would have quit already. You know, because I would have realized that, hey, I'm following for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the people that people say, yo, you know this, where are they? Are they here judging? Are they in the crowd? They're not around anymore. So I pay so much respect to those that still show up, maybe not to a jam, but just like to do it at home for fun or whatever.
OGs
you know?
that still get
just
down
for
even at home.
yourself.
Yeah.
You don't gotta
That's all
prove
I do
nothing.
it
You have
for,
nothing to prove, man.
That's all we do.
That's all I do. If I just get down
Yeah,
a couple of
so
times a
what?
week.
Yeah.
I'm not really, to be honest with you, Ivan, I'm not really